Okay, now on this video I'm going to go over punting, goal kicking, and throwing. First part I'm going to go over is throwing. Now you come to the edge of your box after you gain the ball, and you're starting to push your midfielders up. Now you want to stand quickly and decisively like this and back. And you're looking for open midfielders who are running forward, who have an open lane in front of them. Now what you want to do is to throw it to them. All you want to do is get a firm grasp on the ball, bring it straight back and straight forward, and release it about here. And work on your power depending on how far they are and that kind of thing. What arm strength you should have when doing this. You should be able to go like that and throw it to midfield, or close to midfield. And most of the time, that won't work, because if the other team is good enough, they're going to be dropping back and they're going to be covering everyone. So what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to push them up or past midfield and punt the ball. And now what this incorporates is a swing motion with your leg. The power comes up where all the power comes from the quad, and the swing motion with your hips to punt the ball forward. Now let's go over here so I don't have to go chase the ball. What you want to do is so you got the ball, and let's pretend like the goal line is the edge of the box. You do not want to cross that, just in case the ref decides to be annoying, and like call against you. I've had several refs like that, and trust me, it's a real problem. So what you want to do is come in at a little bit of an angle, because most people just try to punt it going straight on. You're not going to get enough power on that one. What you really want to do is come in at an angle and plant your foot and start once you planted your foot, you want to cock your leg as far back as possible. Start dropping the ball from like maybe about here. Bring all the power, like I said, all the power comes from your quad and the turning of your hips. So what you really want to do is go boom right through the ball. And when you contact the ball, your toe should be like that, because I'm curling up my toes in here, and then locking my ankle. That provides, and I want to make contact with the ball right about here, because that's that's where your bone, kind of the extension of your toe bone is, or the origins of it, I guess, a little bit past the knuckle. It's the sweet spot on your foot where you always want to kick the ball, and that's what you're aiming for. And when you combine all of that, it should look something like this. If you make contact with that sweet spot, you heard that little, that's when you know you've had a good punt on the ball. Now I'm not kicking at full force here, so I'm just trying to make sure, work on my technique here, because that's the first part you want to work on. Perfect the technique, and then work on your power. I mean, and other people have their own style. I mean, you've seen like Petr Cech, from goalkeeper from Chelsea. He like tried to do that kind of thing. I mean, it's really whatever suits you, but just don't do it straight on like that, because then I'm not incorporating any power from my hips, and that will take away a lot of power. And now goal kicking. Oh boy. This is not going to be exactly good instruction, because I have a problem. I have a little bit of problem. Normally I have my defenders take my goal kicks, because I have problems kicking the ball up in the air. What you really want is to send it at like that angle, almost a little bit under, I guess. When it hits the net, ideally wants to go like right about here. And it's probably the ideal angle. I have problems doing that, so this is going to be a really horrible example. This is what not to do. See, I barely got it from the air at all because I'm making contact right about here on the ball. I want to be making contact way down here, so I'm smashing the ball like that. Yeah, that's the basics of goal kicking. When you have problems like that, you just want to find like a tuft of grass anywhere, like maybe right about here, that you can stand the ball up on, possibly. Or if there is no grass, like you see here, which really creates a problem when you're playing on a crappy field like this. I mean, that's a little bit better. I can get a little bit more in the air. And when you don't have a tuft of grass, what you really want to do is dig your foot in like this and create a little mound, a little divot here, where you can kind of dig your foot in and get under the ball. And this is kind of what it looks like, what it should look like right there. And it's all about practice, really. So just try to get as much practice in as you can, as much as you possibly can. Like, I try to practice maybe several times a week because I've got such a busy schedule. And it's really all about perfecting technique first, then working on power.